dream together.
We're live.
What up? Let's get weird. It's your boy Tommy G here with the post Super Bowl Tuesday non-football. Get ready for baseball, college basketball, March Madness, and all the fun sport edition of the Stay Cashin show. I am joined by Bill Rupp and his angelic voice. Bill, what were you singing right there as we were going live?
Nothing's gonna stop us now. Song from Mannequin. I was actually watching Mannequin.
It's a great song. Great song.
Yes.
You were saying young Kim Cattrall got that Tommy body.
Ooh, she's got them little titties.
That little Tommy body. And speaking of songs, we've been singing "Come and Knock on Our Door." Joey Rackets live.
Half of our listeners, or 3/4, don't even know who that is.
No, I had to kick it old school for the older.
But here's the thing, Bill. We don't care about the millennials. We only care about the 35 plus.
I care about everyone.
You don't.
People, listen. I care so much about everyone.
You don't at all.
On the other hand, care about nobody. Because simple way of that you slept through the whole Super Bowl.
Well, no, don't spread false lies and propaganda.
Weren't around on the Discord.
I fell asleep for half of the Super Bowl.
Oh, because you were up
with my subscribers that I care so much about.
All 8 of them.
I mean, listen, I care about the hardest core of the people. Okay.
Listen, I mean, I'm glad that you
those 8 people are never leaving 4D.
I'm glad that those, and it's, you know what? When I go in there, like when I know you're up and I get up and take a piss and I see you're still on or whatever, I see the same names in there.
It's my squad.
Same people.
There's 12 of us that know, they could put me in jail probably. They know where the drugs are hidden in the apartments. They know where the bones are buried. Like, those 8 people know everything about me. That's my squad, and it's actually a revolving door of 20 people that rotate in groups of 8.
I'm glad that you entertain them, and then the 45 other 100 people that we have. Probably.
Yeah, no, fucking done. Fuck them. So to fill you guys in on what happened, for the first time in history, I actually drank, I don't know how many bottles of tequila, but many bottles. Like, literally everything was gone, right? You wake up the next day, you go to get something, and it's all gone. All the alcohol's gone. Everything's gone. The gummies are gone. The drug, everything's gone. Anything that could be there was gone. Saturday, full disclosure, full transparency, was my first bad Saturday in college basketball since November, right? So as we're struggling on Saturday, which was weird, like home teams weren't getting calls and we're losing late, and the 90% public games were winning. Very strange Saturday for college hoops. And it was a rough Saturday. And we had UFC coming on, and I was like, you know what? If we're going to lose some money today, which we did lose some money on Saturday, we had plenty to give back because we're up a fucking 300 units. You got to go entertain, Bill. It's your job. You got to take care of your people. If they're not going to make money, they got to get entertainment. So we pop on the voice chat, and I just start drinking through it like an adult, like a man. I mean, what do you do when you lose?
Talking about entertaining, I mean.
Right. I mean, I thought I killed it.
I think this show, I think we were like.
Well, I'm going to get to that right now. So
you destroyed the free picks.
Yeah. So I'm entertaining, right? And I stayed all the way up, broke morning, right? And now it's like 10, 11 a.m., right? And you're in like the danger zone, right? Where I'm like, all right, I got to fucking either go to bed or rock through. And who wakes up? Fucking Bill Rupp, Uncle Danny, Hoffman. The whole goof troop starts flying in. So I get my second wind, Evan. By the way, how are you doing today, Evan?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to be
doing great. I get my second wind, right? We're rocking. We're killing. Bill, how long did we talk about bets for the Super Bowl? 3 hours?
Till 4 o'clock.
Till 4 p.m. Me and Bill are on there, Evan, talking about bets for the Super Bowl, going over Kelsey touchdown, Jalen Hurts touchdown.
First play of the game.
Gainwell. I put a lock of the day that the first play was going to be a run, and I don't even remember why. Bill would put it in the hashtag. Tommy G said, there was an angle. I don't know what it was, but I found it drunk. I mean, we were killing it. And then the next thing I remember is waking up to Brianna playing with her pussy. And I'm like, that's literally, I woke up to her going, swipe, sniff. That's what I woke up to. That happened. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, shit, is the Super Bowl starting? So I go to the bathroom, and I walk into the bathroom, Evan. There's a piece of pita bread just laying on my bathroom floor. What? How does that even why am I in the bathroom with food? Why is it on the floor? What is going on?
He was making a sandwich on the floor, probably.
I don't know. Maybe I ran out of toilet paper and I brought a pita in to wipe my ass with. I have no
probably
fucking
a good substitute,
toilet paper.
Honestly.
So I have no idea what's going on.
Hey, listen, for someone for me, I never use toilet paper. I always use baby wipes. The pita bread would be a good.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what could it have been? But I have so much toilet paper.
I mean, it's soft and it's got
like if
pores.
You're gonna use it,
got like pores where you could like get scooped it in and
you put your hand in it.
Yeah.
It's like a little mitt,
like a glove.
You can even
like a glove.
You can even flip it over.
Yeah, you put two sides.
Both sides.
Yeah, you could probably run it under the faucet and fucking rolls right off and
I
fucking
think we
swipe
just found
it
$1
again.
million idea.
Right? So I'm in there and I'm like, what is going on? So I go back and all I'm thinking is, I know at 1:30, I told everyone I like Northwestern to beat Purdue, right? So I know I put that bet in. So I go into my account, Evan, everything we gave out on the show, everything we gave out all week on the voice, everything won basically, right? Kelsey touchdown, Hurts touchdown, Kelsey 80.
The NFL.
So everyone knew the bets that I was putting in. I didn't put one in. I didn't have one bet on the Super Bowl. I'm like, how is it 4 p.m. and we're doing a Super Bowl preview show for 2 hours, me and Bill. How do I not go in my account and click submit? Don't know. So what do? I see Chiefs. I didn't watch a play. I see Chiefs plus 390. I'm like, account dump. That's it. This is where my Super Bowl is going to sit. So luckily, I was able to enjoy the festivities on the voice chat for the second half of the game. But yeah, I missed the first half of the Super Bowl. Luckily, Bill Rupp was there to save the day with the guys in the fucking voice chat, carrying it forward. But I missed the first half of the Super Bowl. Saw everything hit. We crushed it on this show. I mean, the free bets we gave out, what did we get?
12 units.
Yeah, I mean, 12 units on 1 unit plays.
If you were in the Discord, you got bonus.
Bill, me and you were just giving out dropping bombs of knowledge.
Danny came in and told us he had like an 8-year in a row win streak on tails and heads, and I already told him it was going to be tails all the way.
I remember making fun of Uncle Danny. What time was that at, do you think?
He came on first when you were there, probably at like 1.
That's one of the last things I remember.
Well, just
do you remember saying Jalen Hurts 2 touchdowns was the worst bet ever? Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember. Yes, at plus 500.
Uncle Danny said
it was the worst bet. It was the worst bet ever because you scored 3. So you missed the value.
And you got nachos.
I just got an 8th dimension television.
I remember Nikos telling us
and then he came back on, Tommy. He goes, God damn it, I bought the television and I can't even control the volume.
Uncle Danny. I remember Night Ghost, I asked him, because Ghosty Buns comes on at like 2:30 in the morning. And I'm like, what up? Like every time I went to go to bed, like another cast of characters came on that I didn't expect to be there to keep me going. And I'm like, Ghost, what's your favorite Super Bowl bet? He's like, scoregami. I'm like, what is that? I don't even know what it was. He's like, there's going to be a score in the Super Bowl that's never happened in the history of football. I'm like, that doesn't sound like a good bet at all. But I was like, so what do you think?
Plus 100,000.
Yeah, it was like plus like fucking like even money. No, it was plus 1,500. Plus 1,500. It might as well have been even money. So I asked him, like, what's your score? 32-26, he tells me, right? Because he needs it to be a weird score. So I go and win. I threw $50 on it, plus 50,000 or whatever it was, like $50 to win like 25,000, right? No, his score 32-26 was like basically when I clicked submit, the FanDuel sent me a message saying, "Are you sure you want to bet this?" You know, like, send me a notification, like, and I was like, yeah. So I had $50 on that, only to find out that the gentleman who's going to be joining us in 11 minutes, Howie Dewey, went to his Patreon, not to 4 Deep, not to me or Bill, not to Evan Hand. He's friends with his fucking father. Went to his Patreon and dropped in the Patreon. Bring Howie Dewey on right now. If he's here. Get him in here. Goes into his Patreon for his stock trading stuff and tells them the Chiefs are going to win 38-35. Has it in writing.
Didn't
Plus
even
32,000.
I'll find it up.
put it in my Patreon, not in my sports betting
Plus
site.
32,000. So we were talking about like how much would I have put on it? I wouldn't have put hundreds on it. I put 50 on Ghost's stupid thing. So I would have put 50 on Howie's stupid thing, which would have netted $16,000 for $50. Had he put it out at everyone at 4 deep, we have over 1,000 subscribers. Let's say just half of them bet it for $10. We could have hit FanDuel for $1.2 million. 4 deep alone.
Howie's
Not
Howie's
only
here.
that, Evan, he didn't even bet it.
His reaction when he comes in and you confront him, he's gonna be like, "Ah, man, I don't know. I'm a dickhead. I don't."
No, we got his reaction. He was hammered out of his face.
Oh,
and
we yelled at him.
Me and Howie spent 4 hours on the Discord together. He was going to swim across the Hudson. He was so upset. Howie Dewey. Howie, can you hear us?
You let us down, bro. Let us down.
I almost jumped right in. I was going to do some swimming. I'm telling you, I was close, baby.
I think if you didn't call and we didn't spend 3 hours on the phone on that Discord, you're dead right now.
I'm telling you, it was I can't say I've ever picked the exact score of Super Bowl before.
It never will again.
No, it's never going to happen.
Never.
Never going to happen. Woke up on Sunday, went to the bodega, came back, munched on a little salmon and bagel, and said, yeah, it's 38-35. I know it is.
And not only that, Howie, not only did you post and put out, and you were getting DMs of people saying, thank you so much. Like, bartenders at the bar you were at hit the number. Bartenders' boyfriends at the bar you were at hit the number for $5. You ended up betting the fucking Eagles.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm like, there's no way. I'm horrible in the NFL. There's no way my stuff's going to become accurate. The guy next to me, he said he found the thing. He's like 30. He goes 38, 30, exact score. He goes, wow, that's like 3,500 to 1. He goes, I'm putting 20 on it.
Goes and wins $7,000.
Dude, the guy was like, it was like he hit the lottery.
Of course.
I gotta go home.
Dude, even me and Bill and Rackets and all of us here who bet like more. If I had Bill, if you hit $16,000 on a $50 bet, you'd be fucking jumping through the roof.
I would.
Right? That'd be great.
I paid no attention to what I even posted. I started getting DMs with like 3 minutes to go in the game, and people were like, hey, I think you're going to hit this. And I'm like, hit what? I'm going to lose. And then I had one of my buddies texted me. He goes, read what you put out this morning. And I'm reading like 38-30. I'm like, oh, my God.
I mean, someone said in the chat, I would join 4 Deep if they put No Mercy podcast on there. We do 12-hour No Mercy podcasts every weekend. Like, what do you think I stayed up for 38 hours talking about? We're talking about fucking Rihanna and the fucking Damar Hamlin's jacket and the chemtrails in Ohio.
Guys, that's every weekend.
It's literally every week. It's why we don't see
Saturday
No
night.
Mercy.
Yeah, every Saturday night.
That's all we do in there is talk about that.
I don't know. So you
Hey, Tommy,
it's like 14 hours long.
yeah.
We did toss out Georgia money line Saturday, so
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
tossed out the money line on Georgia.
Hey, dude, we had you had a good Saturday, right?
Yeah,
I had a bad Saturday. I had a horrible
had a
Saturday.
good one.
You had a good Saturday. And then me and you spent about 4 hours talking about rigging games and all kinds of shit that we won't talk about on here. We'll talk about it to 5 people privately. But me and Howie were telling some stories that were worth the price of admission alone.
Talked about shoe boxes of money going to trailer parks.
I mean, the shit we were spewing. But Howie, thank you for fucking all of us. We appreciate it. You're the worst person. Bill, I don't know if Bill's ever going to talk to you again.
Yeah. I probably should have put it up. I just have no faith in my NFL.
Yeah, you're just a bad person. You're just a bad person.
Yeah.
So in terms of the game, guys, I actually did watch the first half on Rewind. I was up till 4 a.m. that night, and I did get to see the first half. So what'd you think, Rackets? What was your take on the Super Bowl and what the outcome, the holding penalty at the end, everything that took place the whole time. I know me and you differ greatly on the holding penalty, but let's leave that off for a second. What did you think about the game as a whole without talking about the holding?
I thought it was hilarious when the Eagles money line went to minus 750 when Mahomes rolled his ankle at the end of the
I mean,
half.
dude, that's when I woke up, so I didn't know why it was. All I did is I woke up, I saw Chiefs down 10, right? And we all said on here, we thought the Eagles would start off hot and the Chiefs would come back, right? We had the plus 700 on the fucking you guy didn't put it in because I fucking slept through it. But I mean, we even gave it out on Stay Cashin twice on Monday and on Friday. We gave that same bet out. So when I woke up and saw plus 400 for the Chiefs, I didn't know about the Mahomes ankle. I didn't know about anything. It wouldn't affect. I was like, this is gold. Like, here we go. This is my whole account's going on this, and this is going to make up for me missing 14 bets that I was supposed to put in. But carry on.
Twitter was account dump, Eagles money line, all this shit. I'm looking at them like, I don't know. Even in the chat, they're like, should we bet the Eagles now? Mahomes not coming back? I'm like, guys, if you think Mahomes is not coming back in the second half, you are fucking insane.
Did you watch the Bills game or whatever game that was? What? Not Bills game. What was the game where he was like
the Bengals game?
The Bengals game. Where he was dragging.
No, it was Jags. No, it was the Jags.
Jags game. Jags. We're dragging his leg out with him. Like, yeah.
Yeah, dude. You're insane if you didn't think he was coming back in that fucking game. And my wife came down to watch the Rihanna halftime show, and she's like, what do we need? I'm like, we basically just need the Chiefs to come back and win. I'm like, they're getting the ball in the second half. I'm like, all they really need to do is even get a field goal after halftime. I'm like, I'll be happy with it. They go down, score a touchdown. Game was over at that point. Yeah. You knew Mahomes was not going to allow them to fucking – even when Hurts went back down and scored the touchdown, you knew Mahomes was going to go back down and score another one. And we can talk about the holding penalty and everything later, but the Eagles defense never adjusted to anything. Like, you can't expect to win a game where you give up 24 points in the second half. Do not make them punt the ball one time, and you didn't even touch their quarterback. So like, you can't blame that. You can't blame it on the holding call at the end.
Well, you know what you can. There is a conspiracy that when we did No Mercy Volume 100 in the voice chat late at night, Bill Rupp, as the lawn care expert of 4 Deep, Bill Rupp, who no one loves a good lawn more than Rupp Lawn Care. There was people slipping and sliding and falling all over the place, right? Like, we know they're fixing. They fucked Joe Burrow worse than anyone in the world, and not just on that personal foul at the end. There was 3 blocking the backs on the punt return before that. Like, they wanted Mahomes to win the Super Bowl. Bill, they decided, everyone's like, everyone's falling down. Well, they decided to fucking put forth a sod field that was only 2 weeks. 2 weeks it had been settling. And players are falling everywhere, where if you're the NFL and you want to fix a game, the best and easiest way to do it is make it that Philly can't pass rush because their defensive ends be falling all over, correct?
I mean, we saw it in the thing. Me and Hoffman were saying in the beginning, I said, I think this field is very bad. And then you saw one play where Mahomes drops back, he slips, the 2 defensive ends slip, and then Mahomes goes right up the middle. How many times did Mahomes get sacked?
He didn't even get touched.
Zero.
Other than that, when they rolled up on his ankle after he
But
ran.
if you're going to fix that game, what's the one thing everyone said Philly's going to win because of their pass rush?
The field was so bad that Whoopi Goldberg yesterday went on a rant on The View about how bad.
See, now, the only
Howie, how do you feel about Whoopi Goldberg going on a rant? Is that an authority that you trust in the NFL?
Yeah, she used to be inside linebacker for the fucking Browns back in '83.
Listen, I heard she might be making an appearance in the XFL this weekend.
I mean, you never know. What were you going to say, Rackets?
She's second cousins to Bill Goldberg.
The one thing about the field surface, like, obviously both teams have to play on it. Like, I'm not going to use that excuse, but the Eagles never changed up their strategy or their defensive scheme, whatever you want to call it, defensive approach, because the Chiefs in that first half, Hurst was running all over them, and because they couldn't get a pass rush on him, they couldn't get grip. So what they did was they stopped rushing him and they started spying him with every fucking lineman. The Eagles defense did not change. They kept trying to go after Mahomes and kept falling and slipping and all that other stuff.
And the funny thing is, the thing that's stupid is that if you look at what the Bengals have done against Mahomes and beating him every time they played him, except the last time where the refs won the game, what the Bengals are notorious for doing against Mahomes is attacking him early and then dropping 8 in coverage, going, 3 down linemen. Rackets, me and you spoke about this.
Yep.
Going 3 down linemen, dropping 8. That's what the Eagles should have been doing there. Like, if you can't get a pass rush and everyone's falling, the strategy that's been used to beat Mahomes is drop 8. So they should have just switched their strategy. They didn't. They just kept trying to pray they were going to get footing.
Yep. And you can't get leverage going around an edge because you're trying to cut every single time.
Yeah.
If you don't have any footing, how are you going to cut? You can't. It just doesn't make sense.
And everyone's like, receivers are falling down and shit too. But yeah, if I'm the Chiefs, I'd sacrifice that in a heartbeat.
You can't plant sod 2 weeks before and expect for it to be adhered to the ground. I know about grass just as much as anyone, and 2 weeks is nowhere near
4 to 6, right?
Easily 6 weeks. If you want to play, if you want to cut it close, a month, definitely.
It's not even like the Cardinals were playing playoff games there either. Like,
well, you could have went out on that. You could have went out on that field and rolled it back up into the rolls. It was so bad.
The guy that did the field came out before the game and said, "This is my best work ever." Literally did.
Did the field? Did it look awesome? 100%.
It looked great. Yeah.
Dude,
But
they had this old fucking schlep rock come on. He was like 72. He came out smoke. He's like, "Yeah, my boys and I." He goes, "This is by far the best job we've ever done in our lives."
worst Super Bowl.
Listen, if your job was to make it slippery so the Chiefs can win and NFL could get what they want, then you did do a great job.
3 worst things. The field was the worst thing I've ever seen in Super Bowl history.
Mm-hmm.
Rihanna's halftime show was the worst thing I've ever seen in Super Bowl history. And the Gronk field goal was the worst thing I've ever seen.
Well, that's why a 12-hour no mercy pursued after the game. I actually went to bed after sleeping. I went to bed at 4 a.m. that night again. Me and Iconic are fucking digging into every conspiracy in the world. But we do need to talk. Did you see the Gronk kick, Howie?
I saw it when you sent it to me. It looked like you made it.
Everyone, and the funny thing is they said it was live, but if you look at the 2 different angles, there's people holding their hands up at different times. The girl was a different length away. The fireworks went off at it was clearly 2 different things 2 different kicks that took place. My whole thing I couldn't understand is why would FanDuel fix the kick? Like the rationale behind it didn't make sense, but it clearly was like CGI, not live, 2 different shots, and it looked like it fucking went in. That was strange, Bill.
The whole thing was strange. And then FanDuel sent you a thing. Everybody wins. Everybody gets a $10 bet. Yay.
It's like you're going to go through all that fucking drama just to be able to say, look how good of people we are. We paid it out anyway. Plus, I've never seen a 25-yard kick fucking rotate fucking 30 yards to the left. Like, you usually need about 50 yards. Someone did the scientific foot per second, break per angle thing for it, like some fucking nerd on Twitter. And he was like, that kick to break that far had to been kicked at this velocity, which would have been higher than any NFL kicker this year, which maybe you could believe Gronk can do that, but no. And it would have had to been from 42 yards or further to break from the far right post, far left in a matter of 75 feet, 25 yards. So he broke it down. He said it was possible, but that was weird. And then how about this piece of shit clone, Damar Hamlin, who the whole world has been praying for, not me. I said, fuck Damar Hamlin. And now how fucking bad a guy do I look? But I've been telling you, fuck Damar Hamlin since he dropped. Who fucking cares? Comes out after the whole world has been praying for him. Probably, Howie, can you think of anything since like 9/11 where the whole country got together to pray for one place, one city, one person as much as Damar Hamlin?
No, he's a popular guy, man.
And what does he do? He wears fucking a zombie monster head on Jesus on a cross on his jacket.
I didn't even understand the whole jacket thing. It looked like a colorful jacket. I don't know.
He had a monster, a zombie Jesus on his jacket. Like, talk about telling the fucking religious people, fuck you.
That's awesome.
And then there was like pictures where he had his tattoo and didn't have his tattoo, and now he has a new tattoo on his hand, which is weird. People were talking about the bone structure. This Damar Hamlin shit, Bill, just gets weirder by the fucking minute.
Is he going to play next year?
Probably.
He's alive. That's all I know.
I don't know what's going, but will you admit, Bill, that every time we see Damar Hamlin, something insane is happening?
The jacket was weird, but he's alive, and
the no tattoo and into with the pictures. I swear to God. I swear to God, if you ever show that fucking sign again, that's it. That was your last fucking chance. That's your last fucking chance. But yeah. So anything else on the fucking Super Bowl, Evan? Any other headlines here?
I mean, besides 4 Deep smashing the Super Bowl,
We'd kill everything. We'd kill everything. Just kill everything.
Apparently, just to back up your thing on the field, apparently they spent $800 million on the field.
I mean, that's just
They grew it for 2 years, but it was it was only in Arizona for 2 weeks.
That's money.
Or it was only like at the stadium for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Bill Rupp could have put that field down for a couple $100,
Bill Rupp would have done it for free.
and it would have looked fucking gorgeous.
Last thing before we get into college basketball, shout out to everybody on Rumble who tuned in. We got 90,000 views on last week's show. So
What did we get?
90,000 views on Rumble.
Wow.
That's not Bumble.
Rumble is a YouTube alternative.
Oh, it's Bumble.
Let's get
I
ready.
thought it was Bumble. I thought it was like that's how much ass is like listening to these handicappers.
I mean, dude, we gave out like fucking 90% winners for the Super Bowl. Got 90,000 views. What? Fucking everyone didn't decide to come here today.
And
what the fuck? They must hate us.
And we had FanDuel post Luke Hoffman's fucking parlay.
How about Hoffman's parlay? I didn't even realize that.
All he needs is Paolo to win the was it Rookie of the Year? I believe.
So Hoffman put a parlay in. Astros to win the World Series plus 800 or whatever. Chiefs plus 900 or whatever to win the World Series. I'm sure Evan will put.
You're wrong already.
It's up right now.
I mean, it's close enough.
No, you're on the right track, but you're wrong.
I mean, how wrong? What is the real thing? It's on the screen. We won't see it for 30 seconds.
450, 500.
No,
you're wrong too.
It's Astros. It's Astros plus 550, Chiefs plus 950, and Paolo Banchero plus 410. And the odds are 34,707.
And that's our very own Luke Hoffman.
And
for
right
Paolo
now,
not to win Rookie of the Year, he's got to basically tear an Achilles.
He's minus 1,000 right now, Howie. Yeah, he's minus 1,000.
He's already won it.
So basically, all he needs like usually when you put these in, because we all throw these in too. Me and Bill do $1 million parlays. I got a couple with Alabama, the Clippers, and this. Like usually on these, you're sitting on a plus 500-600 to end it, right? Like he's sitting on a plus 410 to end it. But Paolo is dominated so much that his final leg is minus 1,000 right now. You usually need like the Bruins to win the cup or something, Bill, right? Like even after you get the first three, those people on Twitter always still need a big long shot where you can maybe hedge in the semifinals or something. He's sitting on a minus 1,000. Like Howie said, Hoffman just needs Paolo not to get hurt.
Yeah, that's
right.
It.
If he plays,
if Banchero plays 15 minutes a game the rest of the year, he's still going to win this hands
He could even get hurt in the last 2 weeks. He just needs like 2 or 3 weeks to go by of him not injured. And fucking Luka Duke turns 100 into 34 G's.
That's unbelievable.
That's fucking awesome. That's fucking great. So, listen, 4 deep. We should have hit FanDuel for $1.5 million this weekend, but fucking Howie didn't give us the score. Hoffman's clocking them, fucking posted on the internet. Rumble's posted. We're the best. I don't even need to be awake anymore. We just kill it without me. We can fucking do whatever. Any other headlines there?
That's it.
That's it. That is it. All right. Let's get to the bets. Let's go over to college basketball here, Howie Dewey. We did a lot of talking about things we're looking for going forward now that shit's getting real. We started to see this weekend for the first time some of the road teams, that usually fall into these trap games and get lit up against worse teams come in and actually take care of business. We saw Kansas, we saw Bama, we saw a lot of these teams just go in there and just shit stomp on Saturday. It's that time of year where every game's there are no more look ahead games really, right? Like every game is vital at this point.
No, we talked about it the other night and what's happening now. I'll give you an example. Last night, North Carolina, I'm minus 5.5 to Miami. I knew Miami's the better team. Miami's my team national championship and I'm looking at the line, and I'm saying this is insane. You've got North Carolina minus 5.5. Something's wrong here. Miami's must be holding back. Something's wrong because the line should be Miami minus 5.
Miami minus 3. Yeah.
So, I took a little on North Carolina. North Carolina got blown out. So my point is this. There's no more looking at the lines and saying something's wrong here.
You can on the smaller schools, right? Like you can't on that. But like the big schools that need to fucking make a move. Like last night, the Texas Tech line seemed wrong.
I got calls all day yesterday to hit North Carolina.
Dude, and Bill will tell you, Howie, listen, I've said it on here. I've said it to the subscribers. The season's almost over. It's pretty much useless after next week. I make daily wager all of a sudden started doing college basketball finally, right, Bill? Like they've ignored it all year, and they brought up the stat. Unranked teams versus ranked road favorites. Okay, everyone in our 4 deep knows that's the Tommy G thing. When you see no number next to the bottom team, number next to the top team, and the bottom team is favored. Okay, when you have an unranked team favored at home versus ranked road team on the season, that is 24-6 against the spread. Okay, absolutely. It's lit. I bet every one of them, and it's like fucking. I think it's like 30-5 straight up. Like it's the best bet that you can make in college basketball. We make a ton of money off it. And North Carolina was one of those last night, Howie. Yeah. And Bill, what did I tell you? It's because of the talk we had the night before, Howie. Bill's like, this seems like North Carolina. Everyone I talked to, I'm like, this is a total system North Carolina line. But me and Howie just talked about this yesterday. Miami's the better team. Miami's a Final Four team potentially. And I'm not touching it. I didn't bet Miami. Smart move. I just said, I'm out on this, and Miami stomped them. So like you have to adjust right now at this point going forward. You can't just blindly do what's been working for you the whole year. So let's look at the slate tonight, Dewey.
Yeah, I mean tonight I'm going back to one of the most important thing I'm looking at from games here on out are coaching matchups. Because I think it's vital at this point going forward. I mean, coaches that have better overall fundamental defenses, coaches that like to slow it down, coaches that teams that have less turnovers are teams that win the games. You got tonight, this blows my mind. You got LSU, who I think the last 10 games they've covered one. They're going into Georgia, they're going into the barn, and they're playing Georgia, who just came off of that win against Kentucky, which wasn't really an upset. We didn't think it was. Georgia's minus 4.5. This could be the lock of the year. And even though most of the money's on Georgia, LSU is the worst team in one of the worst large conferences in this country with the worst coach in the country. Will Wade is a train wreck. They should have fired him 2 years ago when he got in all that hot water. I don't know why they didn't. But this team has quit on playing for him. They're done playing for him. They're starting to get blown out every game. They're going to go into Georgia tonight, and this is going to be disgusting.
And you were saying they're trying to rename the stadium or something that's pissing people off. Was that LSU?
LSU, yeah, over the women's coach. Yeah, they have. I said that Friday they got blown out, or Saturday they got blown out.
Same thing I've been seeing with Ohio State. Like the fan base is giving up on them. The team, like, there's a lot of teams out there. You got to be real. So there's 4 top 25 games today. First one's Creighton, Providence. Me and you were big Creighton guys, right? But what do you like? Do you like this?
You know what? I fucking hate this game because
I'm not touching this game. I have no plan.
I'm a Creighton guy. I think Creighton probably, depending on how the brackets go, could probably go to the Final Four.
They could. They if they're hot, they could. I'm laying off it just because, again, I don't like the lower ranked home team.
You got Providence at home. These are monsters. Both these teams are heavyweights. These teams can beat anybody in the country, both of them. And Ed Cooley, he just coaches defense to go out and rip someone's head off.
And this is a must-win for Providence.
They rebound. They play. It's going to be a close game. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they're 4th in the Big East, but they're 1 loss off Marquette. So, like, this is a must-win game. You got to win this game at home against Creighton if you have any chance of winning the Big East regular season title.
And I have the Big East as the number 1 conference in the country.
I'm partial. You know, I'm a Big 12 guy, but I could rock with that. Let's go to the other ranked team, NC State. Again, this fits my system right here, so you know where I'm going. NC State. Road team going against Syracuse. Worst team at home, Syracuse -1. I'm going to take Syracuse -115 in this one. Obviously, like I said, I'm not going to just blind trust the system like we've been, but this isn't enough to scare me off it. I like this NC State team, but Syracuse at home's a tough match.
That's a 5-unit play for me. My buddy's kids are starting point guard. He's coming down to his final.
You're on Syracuse too?
Games. Joey Girard, and he's had a great season, great career. I agree. I think they win this game at home outright.
Yeah, I like Syracuse here. So we're going to be rocking with Syracuse. So me and you joint on that?
Yeah.
All right. Evan, Syracuse minus 115 on that one. Let's go. Other ranked team here. These two are a little bit tougher. These two are normally I would just blind smash the Oklahoma teams. Take me another second here. We got Oklahoma State with a 1-point spread, getting 1.5, I think it is, against Kansas. Kansas, normally this line screams Oklahoma State, right? 1-point spread, 5-team in the country, hot as fuck. Oklahoma State is a much different team at home as they are on the road. I'm going to be riding with the Cowboys here, coming off what? They've won like fucking 7 games in a row or something. Yeah. But Kansas looks fucking lethal, dude. Kansas looks ready. I'm still riding my system and taking the Cowboys. But where are you at, Howie?
I'm not touching the game. If I did touch this game, I just think Kansas has better. You got Oklahoma State's got that home court advantage.
Yeah, and Oklahoma State's got a bunch of like those Jamaican dudes that show up on the playground that just fucking play hard D and fucking drive and like they're vicious, but they make some stupid turnovers. That's Oklahoma State. So that home court with that energy is important for them.
Yeah, I actually like the other Oklahoma team tonight better.
I like them too.
I like the Sooners against Kansas State, and I'm going to tell you why. I know you may not like this, but the number one team in the country, in my opinion, is the most overrated number one team in the last 25 years, and that's Alabama.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Alabama's got 3 losses this year, all out of conference because that SEC sucks. Their 3 losses this year are to UConn, Gonzaga,
Oklahoma.
And Oklahoma. And they played Oklahoma at Oklahoma. And let me tell you something. That game was over in the first 3 minutes. I've never seen.
Yeah, it was a boat race.
Oklahoma's just got a bunch of hard-nosed kids. They don't have great players. They play D. They rebound. They got that one fucking 40-year-old hippie in the middle. They got some weird-looking guys, man. Oklahoma's got a couple kids on there that may be rocking a few extra chromosomes.
Right.
And they when I say they beat Alabama, Tommy.
I know. But listen, I'm the biggest Alabama fan in the world. That was the most obvious Alabama trap line. Oklahoma was favored by 2 against Alabama in that game. We were all over Oklahoma, and I love Bama. Yeah. What about Oklahoma though going and fucking shit in the bed a couple times at home recently? That's the thing that worries me. I think we got to come back from it, right? They got to bounce back. We're going Oklahoma. We're going Oklahoma.
I like them tonight.
Give me Oklahoma too.
I do like them. And Joe Public's on Kansas State.
I love Kansas State too, but yeah, tonight's an Oklahoma night.
I like them.
All right, so we're going Oklahoma, Syracuse, Oklahoma State. Me and you are both laying clean off Creighton.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I would lean Providence in that, but
if I had to take them, I would go with the home dog.
Yeah, I would probably go Providence in that just for the home court advantage. But
what do you think of this game tonight? This is a game that I kind of like a lot tonight. You got Air Force, who's been upsetting teams in that nasty Mountain West Conference, who I like better than the SEC. Tonight, Air Force is playing little point guard Hitler's team.
Little Adolf, baby Adolf.
Yeah, he literally looks like if Evan went on a juice cleansing diet for 3 months and shaved his stash a little bit more, he looks like he could be like Evan.
He does look like Evan a little bit.
Yeah, he'd have to cleanse it up, get down to Evan would have to,
the fucking 3-point shooting point guard on Utah State.
If Evan got down to 130,
he looks like if Hitler and Evan had a child.
Yeah. That's the point guard for Utah. But, man, Utah shoots the shit out of it, Utah State.
Yeah. Do you think they're going to cover that 13?
I think so. I think it's one of those deals where they blow them out at home.
Yeah. I think you got a fun fucking money line banger here late at night where I'm not laying the points on any of them. I don't love laying 13 points or anything. But I'm going to be just –
team? This game blows my mind. First of all, Butler, who's been horrible all year – just rolls off 2 of the nastiest wins. Didn't they just beat St. John's and Providence back to back?
Yeah, Butler. Yeah.
Now they're playing Villanova at Villanova.
Listen, I can't get Villanova right. I fucking went to school there. I can't get it right. I stopped betting them. I stopped betting them. I listen, sometimes you just got to fucking like wave the white flag. I have not won a bet on Villanova or against Villanova all year. But so I'm just fucking laying off it. I am doing a little fucking late night fucking little Mountain West fucking flavor parlay here. I'm just taking New Mexico, UNLV, and Utah State all to win the game. That's it. It's like minus 125. That's it. I'm just taking those three to win the game. It all starts at like 10 o'clock. Give me that. I think those are three easy wins for those three teams. And I do think New Mexico and Utah State probably cover. But get over to 4D Bets. We will give you more bets for today, tomorrow,
tonight.
Thursday. There's a lot of great games tonight. I got about 4 more bets that I'm not giving out on here yet.
I like
for tonight.
You got Penn State playing at home against Illinois. They already beat Illinois in Illinois. Now they're going back to Penn State, and they're getting 2.5 at home.
There we go. And listen, after a tough Saturday, I fired back, Howie. 2-0 on Sunday, 4-1 yesterday. We're back on a 6-1 run.
Yeah, so you're rolling.
I'm back. You picked me up on Saturday, and now we're both clocking and firing on all cylinders together. I think you only had one loss last night. So let's get it in. Howie Dewey, pleasure having you. Bill Rupp still hopes you die. I saved your life by preventing you from swimming across the Hudson. Next time you have an exact score on something, can you promise you'll give it to us?
I'm going to fire it off. I will put it out everywhere.
Thanks. Appreciate that, Howie Dewey. Appreciate that. At least a text. Right, maybe shoot me a text. All right. See you later, brother.
No.
Get out of here. All right. What's up next, Evan Hand?
NBA.
Bill Rupp. We head to the association.
First I have soccer bet I want to give out because the game starts at 3. FanDuel has a boost, guys. Usually don't like the FanDuel boosts, but I've been looking since Howie and Tommy were talking, and I do like it. Bayern Munich and PSG play each other, and then Tottenham and AC Milan play each other. They have Munich, PSG, Tottenham, and Milan all to score 1+ goals in the game. Both games start at 3. It was plus 170. Now it's plus 230. I like that. Couple goalies missing. Mbappe's coming off the bench, maybe for a late goal. Messi and Neymar are in for PSG. They give up goals as well. I think they might win like 3-1 or something. Bayern's the team that beat them for the Champions League a couple of years ago. So I'm on that. I like that a lot. Plus 230. I think that's good money. I usually don't bet the boosts.
Let's go.
But SRB in the chat had posted it. I looked at it, said it's great, and I'm on it.
I just want to mention, I didn't say it when we were on here. Howie's on Georgia minus 4.5. I love Georgia today too. I think I'm going to have them parlayed with a bunch of things on the money line, and I like them on the spread too. I just wanted to co-sign Howie's Georgia play. LSU's given up. They have a big issue we were talking about on the voice chat where they're trying to rename their arena, and everyone's up in arms. The team's 1-11 in the SEC. Now they're going to Georgia, who needs a win here. I like that Georgia play a lot. All right, NBA. What do you like here, Bill Rupp?
Don't forget to get in on the odds boosts.
Odds boost. Boost it up. Boost it up.
I'm on first basket tonight, going with a little bit higher money. We hit Vucevic yesterday, plus 550 and plus 175. First basket, first team basket.
Didn't you hit Brunson the other day too, plus 850 or something?
Seven something the other day. But yesterday we had Brunson again. He missed the first 2 shots of the game.
That's always fun.
Can't ask any more. I mean, even the ones we're losing, guys, we're losing because they're missing the shot. It's not like they're not taking the shot. Like, it's almost 85% the guy who I pick is taking the shot. He's just not making it some of the times, like last night. But Randall came through, got us a plus 190 on the first team basket. So we hit 2 of those. Like I said, lost on Brunson, lost on Davis. Right now I got Brook Lopez, plus 750. 7 plus 750 on first basket, plus 300 on team basket. I like that a lot. Fucking FanDuel. My FanDuel, when I double click on like an NBA or something, it always brings me to the casino. Always. It's like,
listen, it's a sign.
It's bullshit.
It's a sign. I got drunk after the Super Bowl and went and took on that fucking witch in the casino. Took all my money.
I don't play it.
I don't either. It keeps dragging me there, and I end up playing it though when it does it.
Yeah. So I am on that. On MGM, they have Brook Lopez at plus 550. So whenever I see a big disparity like that, plus 750 on FanDuel, plus 550, it's a good bet. To give you $2 difference on the first basket is crazy.
That's usually good. Yeah, if you can get $2 difference, that's usually good.
Yeah, when I saw that on Brunson the other day, we hit that, and I love that. Then I'm doing a cross-sport parlay.
Ooh, getting sexy.
Again, it's early, so take it what you want. It's dropping as the day goes on, the money, but you either sacrifice a couple cents on your bet to put it in now, or at 6 o'clock, the whole Clipper team gets announced out. So who knows? But as of right now, Milwaukee, Clippers, and the proximity Devils. So I'm going Milwaukee in the NBA, Clippers in the NBA, Devils in the NHL. That's plus 145. Like I said, it's dropping every few minutes. I think it's already down to 143 or something. 142. But Celtics have their best players out tonight. They're sitting Brown and Tatum. So Milwaukee should take care of that. And the Clippers definitely should win tonight. Unless they have like a major setback or something. The Warriors are on the road, which we know the Warriors aren't good on the road. And Steph Curry is still dead to the world. So
I'm out and play.
And I would take the Bruins, but they looked so sloppy. After the All-Star break, they looked they should have won that game. We played them live. Just couldn't get the puck in the net. They weren't doing the things they were supposed to do.
You got to do the things you're supposed to do. That's what Bill Rupp always says. I'm gonna make you more scared. So that line opened at minus 122, which seemed a little low. You got 88% of the bets and Rackets. 99% of the money is on the Boston Bruins, the best team in hockey by far, which opened at minus 122, and it's minus 120. I'm on the Stars, Evan. Give me the Stars plus 105 with 1%. I don't want to, but you got to trust the fact that me and 1% of the country is going to be betting on the Stars here. Plus 105, every fucking knucklehead at the pit at FanDuel is going to be sticking Bruin minus 120 and everything. Sports are rigged. Give me the Stars. Plus 105.
If Stars go up 1-0, I'll jump on the Bruins.
If Stars go up 1-0, I'm cashing out. Just take my win. But I'm fucking out of Dodge. So give me the Stars plus 105. Another strange one here. I do like the Lightning. The Lightning opened up at a plus 110 dog. They're getting hammered right now, up to minus 122 against the Lance. So give me the Lightning minus 122 also. And let's throw a little 3-pack in here, a little late game 3-pack. Last 3 games of the night. Silly Billy Rupp. I'm going to take the Sharks plus 143 in this one right now against the Pens. Pens catching 92% of the money and the line's dropping. Very strange day in hockey right now. Listen, I don't care if it's cricket, if it's fucking badminton. You tell me 95% of the people, Rackets, you're laughing because I know you think it too. You're telling me 95% of the people are on something with over 5,000 tickets and it's going the other way? I'm going to go run with the other people over here and fucking watch all the knuckleheads. So 2 of those 3 are winning. Give me the Lightning minus 122, Sharks plus 143. And I'm sorry, Evan, but the Stars plus 105. It's Tommy G versus the public today on the ice. Let's see how we do. We only need to win 2 of these to fucking have a nice little night here. Evan Hand, I'm sure you're on the Bruins.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Best team in hockey right now.
Yeah, listen, dude, there's nothing I love more than looking over in a room where they divide us up. All right, Bruins over here, Stars over here, and it's like me standing by myself and 99 people over there. That's when you know you're on the right side. Like, oh, yeah? Oh, okay, I think I did good on this one. So win or lose, I'm comfortable with it. Silly Billy, any other hockey?
No.
Evan, any other hockey?
No other hockey.
Joey Rackets, any tennis?
Not really, other than I'm probably gonna bet it, but I'm gonna wait closer to match time because I think the line's gonna drop a little bit. Bill's boy Ben Shelton's playing tonight, minus 146 at home in Florida too. That's why the price is a little bit inflated. Giron is good though. It's not going to be an easy match. I would expect it to be more like a minus 120, minus 125. So you're paying the extra 20 cents for him playing at home, but he should get the win. He's got a big serve. If he doesn't, he's going to be permanently on my shit list because I already don't really like him. So
he's got the best serve in tennis right now.
Oh, stop it. He was like 600th in the world last year. I'll give a shit.
I don't fucking know. He wants to play 3 times.
I looked up on him. He won a championship. He's got a fucking awesome serve.
He's one of the up and coming guys. Yeah, he's on my shit list already.
So you betting him, Billy Rupp?
So don't calm down. I will be betting him.
You will be betting him. Bill Rupp is going back on the bench on train too. All right. Someone said talk about UFC before we get out of here. We should speak about the UFC. Good night for us on the UFC. I don't know how I felt like Constantino was winning all the fucking matches at the beginning, and I know he went some long shots late, but I felt like it was a good night. Fucking Chuck Jenkins. I
had the biggest bullshit thing in the world.
So let's talk about the Makhachev fight before we get out of here.
Hold on, what about my bullshit?
What? The Minfield?
Where I had a grant.
Oh yeah, the Minfield fight. Yeah, so go.
I had plus money on both sides.
I had like plus 400 on both sides.
Yeah, plus money.
He's in the chat bragging.
He's in the chat touting about it.
I can't lose. Can't fucking lose.
I'm a UFC genius.
Then they took a point from the guy. I'm like, this is fucking
this guy in round 1. I took this guy in round 2. I got plus 500 on both sides.
And then it's a draw.
I should be the MMA guy. The final decision of this fight is a draw.
I can't lose. I can't lose.
I'm the best. Boyd.
Fuck
you didn't lose.
And then Healy just popped out of nowhere and came at Bill. It was so funny.
Healy, I feel like Healy has like fucking radar. He like sits in the bleachers and just waits to fucking
so funny,
swoop
dude.
down like an eagle. Speaking of Eagles, fuck you, Healy, and your Eagles. Bye. Bye, Eagle, bye. Bye, Eagle, bye.
Better luck.
I just made that up, by the way. That's awesome. They need to use that on Twitter. Someone that fly, Eagle, fly, to buy, Eagle, buy. I like that. Copyright Tommy G.
The best was, what's his name? The NBA player yelling at the Eagles fans.
Out the window.
I got a Garden Bean tomorrow. Can you shut the fuck up?
Go to bed. I got a Garden Bean.
Fans making noise outside his hotel. That was great. The Makhachev fight. Listen, I'm in the minority on this, and I'm the first one to say we stole something, and we stole Menifield. I was praying for that void because my parlays were about to go down with it. But I honestly thought Makhachev won the fight. I thought the rounds that Volkanovski won, he was far more dominant in. So if you looked at the fight as a whole, I could totally argue saying Volkanovski was the better fighter. But I clearly gave Makhachev rounds 1 and 2. And I thought you could have even argued he could have won the first 4. 5 was clearly Volkanovski. But I had it 3-2 Makhachev. Not even being biased, I'll be the first one to admit if we stole something or if we got robbed. Bill, what'd you think? I thought it was I just thought they have to fight again. Like, that's all I'm saying. They gotta fight again.
I didn't know about the whole controversy afterwards with the fucking
IV.
People coming out and saying he got an IV from a nurse afterwards. And I didn't really understand what that meant. Like, why would that make such a difference? I mean, I never wrestled. All my friends wrestled. I don't like touching sweaty men on a mat.
I heard otherwise.
You prefer just having them enter you through the hole in the bathroom stall?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
Oh, you don't have to touch them?
You got to be an absolute fucking wacko if you want to fight, like, for a living. Like, I don't want to fight for a living. I mean, if I'm drunk and I, want to fight someone, but no.
I'd like to fight you. I'd like to fight you for a living.
I mean, I'll come over there and whoop your ass.
You will not. You will do nothing. You will get hurt.
I mean, I had surgery.
I will knock you through fucking
your hip is
wall.
weak as fucking plastic.
Well, I won't even get off my chair to knock you the fuck out.
Look, see that? See that lightning fast? Look at that shit. You didn't fucking know. Anyway, yeah, I don't really know what that's all about, but I guess it's frowned upon.
Well, so one of the things in the weight cut is a part of the fight, right? Like it's a part of the process, right? If you have to grind yourself through a horrible weight cut, well, then you have to suffer through that in the fight itself. That's just kind of, how the sport works. I don't know whether you agree with it or not. But one of the things about taking an IV afterwards, it's not like I see everyone on Twitter and I spoke to this one day when Mad Lab and Constantino were both at my house one day, and I asked them a few years ago. And it's not just about recuperating the water weight that you dropped. It's something along the lines, I may be wrong here, look it up. But if you take the IV and you do an IV afterwards, it actually can mask drug use. So if you're doing steroids and shit, and you know how they test you after the fight and all that, if you do the IV, it can cycle out so that it can give you a clean test. All right, I'm not 100% sure of that, but I'm fairly certain that's what it is. So I think that's the big part of it. And dude, he definitely took that IV. The way that Dan Hooker, and I know Dan Hooker is fucking, upset and pissed. Just the way he said it, sometimes tone and the specific words you're using say more than the thing that you're saying. It seemed like Dan Hooker knew for a fact,
Yep.
Like he knew it's his country. He knew, right, Rackets? It didn't seem like he was saying he was like, we know you cheating.
Yeah, there was no speculation there.
The way that he said it was, did you think you were going to come into my country and have a nurse come offer you an IV and we wouldn't find out? Right? Like, that's like saying, like, we know, bitch. Not like, so I'm curious to see where this goes. And either way, though, they got to fight again. Right?
Yeah, I mean, there's no way to prove it. So, I mean,
there is a way to prove it if they get a hold of the nurse.
And what's that? The nurse. It's just his word against hers. There's no.
Well, if the nurse says I did it,
yeah, well, they could just pay a nurse to say that she did it.
I mean, that would be pretty extravagant just to get a void on a Makhachev-Volkanovski fight. Like, you're talking about the feds getting involved in shit at some point. But either way, I hope they fight again. Makhachev said he wants to fight him again. Volkanovski snap called it right afterwards. It was a great fight. Either way, it was a great fight. Volkanovski's a fucking monster, dude. I don't think people are giving Volk enough credit. Well, they are, but they need to give him more of the fact that that's not even his weight class, dude. He went up to do that. Like, that's not his weight class there. So that was fun. They should do it again. I think it's a win for Makhachev to do it again too, Bill. Because if Makhachev wins, he puts a stamp on the first win, right, where there's no question mark or asterisk. And if Makhachev loses, first of all, it'll be a huge money fight because we all want to see it again. And if Makhachev loses, there's nothing that makes fighters in any sport more money than trilogies. None of you would even know who the fuck Arturo Gatti or Mickey Ward was unless they fought multiple times. McGregor, Diaz, all these trilogies are where the big money is. So I think it's a win for both of them. I think they should keep fighting. And hopefully that happens.
All right.
And then we'll start talking about McGregor Chandler on the Tough House coming up. We'll have Friday when we're on here. We'll have Constantino talking about that. I'm done, guys. That's it. No football to talk about. Bill's prepping for XFL. He told me today that he is Bill is going to be our XFL specialist.
XFL this weekend, guys. Got a couple games going. And we also have NASCAR on Thursday. So what do? We have show today, tomorrow, and Friday?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Yes.
All right, so tomorrow I'll give you some NASCAR plays, but just letting you know, Daytona is, me and Trevor were talking about the other day, during Super Bowl, Daytona and Talladega are the hardest tracks to win. That's why everybody's over plus 1,000. Usually somebody random wins every year because there's so many accidents.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a race.
It's a fun I'll tell you what, though, it's a fun DFS slate. Because in DFS, you can go grab some fucking min price guys that can end up finishing ninth just because there's only 12 cars that finish the race. So it is a fun random DFS.
Hold on, we got a goal. We have a goal already for our bet. AC Milan over Tottenham, 1-0. We have our first goal. Let's
Bill
go.
Rupp.
We need three more.
Bill Rupp walking out with a fucking goal in soccer. Hopefully you guys took Bill Rupp's live plus 230. I listened to it and didn't, like a fucking idiot. Anyway, for Howie, Dewey, Joey Rackets, Bill Rupp, Evan Hand. We're not even doing final words. Fuck it. We all said enough. I am Tommy G. Good luck. See you tomorrow, 2 p.m. Wednesday. Stay cashin', motherfuckers.
Let's go!